Okay, well, here it is. We're in Sims 4 again. I guess that doing the wants, wishes, and whims thing in this game just opened the floodgates. You should have known it was going to happen. That's always what happens. Okay, so as you can see, the wants, wishes, and whims sim has been moved over to this save. We've also got 2 new challenges. I'm going to be doing 3 challenges? Yeah, 3 challenges, but these 2 are 2 separate households, so I'll be doing the Townie Life Challenge with 2 different sims. Okay, and the reason why I'm using this particular neighborhood is because I'm using these sims. Okay, now I'm gonna butcher her name, but I always say it is Wankaida. I don't know if I'm right, probably not. But anyway, okay, so this is the TS4 early years sims, and it is every sim in the game, well, every, townie pre-made in the game aged down and given families. It is really, really cool. I love it. So anyway, I have put all of these sims into my game. Oh, well, that's my sim that I made when I made this save. But anyway, like the Scott family here, the newbie, which is Eliza Pancakes, and then over here we've got Bob Pancake's family. So you see what I mean? And some of them aren't in their original houses, some of them are. I just kind of stuck them wherever. Like I've got Bella next door to the Goths. I've got, Eliza next door to Bob. You know what I mean? So I tried to keep them in their worlds that we would know them being in. Anyway, that is not why we're here. Why we're here is I have one more family to make, or one more sim to make, and it is my very first mermaid. I'm going to see if I can manage to do a speed thingy-bobber, where well, obviously you know what I'm talking about, where everything gets sped up. But we'll see how it goes. He does not look right. Okay, anyway, I thought it might be fun. But I guess we'll see. No. So I think I'll stop talking. If it doesn't work, then I'll just show you how she looks and, at the end, and just like introduce her and stuff. Alright, so here we go. Alani beta. Let's zoom in. So there she is. Wanted her to be kind of mystical looking, you know what I mean? I don't want that stuff there. You know what I mean? Just kind of mystical. I mean, exotic. There's the word, exotic looking. She's mostly going to be like collecting treasures and stuff for income, so I decided to go with the curator. I will be changing her aspiration occasionally, but I figured let's try to get the collector bonus trait. So I gave her Child of the Islands and Child of the Ocean. She is living like what's it called, off the grid, and so I know she's not like digging in trash or anything, but they do get big bonuses off of like saving money and stuff like that too with the freegan trait, and like eating food with like grown things and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, and I decided to go with this eyeliner because it like brings out the purple in her eyes. I think that's pretty cool, and the same thing with the eyeshadow. So yeah, so let's so there is her everyday. You know, I figured she's more comfortable in her mermaid form, so she's gonna want to wear like kind of comfy clothes most of the time. I really didn't know what to give her for her formal wear. I'm already thinking I might want to change this. And there's her athletic, her sleepwear, party wear. I could have unlinked it, but I figure, you know, let's just leave this. And there's that. And her cold weather wear. And like I said, I feel like she wouldn't want to be constrained by a bulky jacket or anything, so I still gave her, you know, a top like this. So yeah, there is Alani. And I'm not sure how much this lot costs. Okay, so after she buys the lot, she'll have 192 left. So let's pop into the lot and I'll show it to you. I was working on this late last night, and when I went to bed, I was like, this looks really weird. But I was trying to do like an off-the-grid type thing. So yeah, that's what is going on with that. So she can put these into her inventory, right? Yeah. And the bike we'll just leave there kind of as decor. So yeah, I was mostly trying to figure out yesterday how I could keep, because I wrote down, I'm like, okay, what things absolutely need to be like covered up with shelter? And I figured the stove and the refrigerator, a table, because if it's raining, you don't want to sit outside on like a picnic table. Trust me, I have that problem with my 100 baby household. They have to sit on a picnic table outside or the couch inside. And I decided to put like wind chimes for a mobile for the baby cradle thing, because I did think that that would be obviously another thing that should be can't talk. Boy, that music seems really loud to me. I don't know if it does to you, but wow, I'm gonna go turn that down. Okay, anyway, so I figure I can turn that if I need to, if she has twins, but I like it here this way so you can, you know, see better. And then I believe the tent sleeps 4 people. Back here, I've got the recycler. I got the water thing here. I guess they'll use this for the toilet at first. I do want to get that recycle-y toilet thingy that gives you compost, you know. I had it originally and I stuck it back here, but then it was weird having like a toilet and then this here. So I just decided, you know what, I'll just wait and get the toilet later. Plus I was running out of money. So we've got 2 bee boxes, so eventually we can get a bunch of wax for candles. And then we have, and I wasn't sure, okay, it's 3 different things, but I could only find 2 different patterns that were kind of worn looking. So I decided to buy 4 of them instead of 3. And I just stuck the garbage can over there. I have no idea where to put these here. This is actually a mailbox that someone made for me a long time ago. I decided to do a woodworking table because I do need to get some handiness skill for either her or her husband, or, you know, probably husband, so that I don't have to worry about messing with things to make babies. So anyway, whatchamacallit, yeah, handiness, so that we can upgrade. Like, she can't upgrade right now, but I'll be able to upgrade to like using eco parts and stuff like that. I'm not sure, because if I do the fuel one, I think that I can use the cricket fuel for that, so I'll have to look that up. But eventually I should be able to upgrade like everything to use like that stuff. So anyway, yeah, this is the place. I didn't even know if I wanted to have the solar panel, but it's there, so I guess it's there. All right, okay, and I didn't even go over like what I'm doing with this, and I'm just gonna stop this music. It's hard to talk over it. I know it's not like really loud for you, but it is for me. Okay, so this is the challenge that she's going to be doing. This is called the Mixed Bag Legacy. And it's called that because it has all kinds of different things that you can choose whether you want to do. I mean, there's the main rules, and then there are handicaps and there are advantages. So you choose the handicaps and you choose the advantages, and you decide, like, you try to get this an equal number of advantages and handicaps. So I'm doing minimalist. Normally I would start with 24, where is it? Normally I would start with 24 tiles. I'm starting instead with 12, so that gives me 12 points to start out with. I'm the insane one, and actually, originally, what I was wanting to do was a legacy on short lifespan, ISBI. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe I should just, like, do my mixed bag and, you know, pick whatever rules that I want to do. So that's what I did. I'm doing randomizer, randomizing traits for every born adopted sim in the household. Randomizer part 2 means you are randomizing the lot traits. Now, this doesn't count the off-the-grid lot trait, like it says here. I'm doing off-the-grid, and I forgot to underline that. I just added this one in yesterday. Taking and keeping it off the grid gains me 15 points. Welcome to the family. Oops, I didn't buy anything for that. Excuse me. You add an item to the household, and this idea came from the Wacky Bull Prop Challenge. You add an item every time somebody new joins the household. So I'll probably do like flamingos or something. I've got it, the list of the ones I'm doing on the other screen. Hoarder, I'm gonna do that. At least once a week, a family member must find a collectible and display it somewhere on the lot. The one to rule them all. At the end of the legacy, at the start of the legacy, choose a requirement for the heir. It should be that they carry on a particular eye color, hair color, Facial features, ugly, pretty. Okay, so we could go with two different options. Actually, I would like everybody to be a mermaid, so I might just turn them into a mermaid using the mermatic kelp. So, okay, let's make it the violet eyes, because she's got those awesome eyes. So, we'll do that one. The next one I'm doing is short span down here. And that is playing on a short lifespan whole legacy. You may still indulge in cow plant milk once per sim's lifetime. Actually, mine's changed for me because you'll see in the advantages. And then locked in, you never move out spares. The reason I'm doing that is because they're on short lifespan and the rest of the neighborhood, excuse me, running out of breath. The rest of the neighborhood isn't on short lifespan. So it would be kind of weird if I moved out spares and they went out into the world and suddenly were aging slower. Okay. Next one I'm doing is yard sale. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this. I might end up having to drop it. You get 20 points for never selling anything via build buy mode or personal inventory. You have to sell everything through the market table or a retail store lot. We'll see. I don't know. I just thought in the end, I'm like, all right. So everything, all of those add up to 157 points, plus points. Okay. Now these ones are negative, so I would try to get as many negatives as I do the positives, so that equals out to, you know, approximately the same. Okay, so the first one is serial killer. The non-kill time limit for moved-in sims that earn tiles is shortened from 2 weeks to 1 week, and that is a completely different part of the challenge. I'll probably explain it more like the day that I play, you know, start actually playing them. So I figured that would be a good idea since we're on short lifespan anyway. Reluctant builder. This is if trying for the mansion Baron points, you don't have to build an actual mansion. You can, for example, use a lower basement floor to add the required number of columns, walls, windows, paintings, etc. Okay, so that's for that one. Room to move, I'm doing start on a 30 by 20 lot. I really, really like, since the first time that I saw this a lot, it was James Turner's Rags to Riches. He started on this lot. I'm like, oh my god, I have to use that lot. Like, I was so excited about it. Okay, the next one is movers and shakers. Taking a 15-point penalty gives the ability to move lots and rebuild as many times as you wish. There was another lot, and it's in the same neighborhood as this one that I thought I might want to move to someday. And also I thought, well, if the volcanic activity annoys me too much, I might want to move. I mean, we'll see. The thing is with these, you have to take them at the very beginning of the challenge, even if you never use them. Cowplantaholic can use cowplant milk twice in a lifetime instead of once. Again, that's because we have the short lifespan. I thought, you know, if I want somebody to live longer. Ghostly dynasty type thing can add ghosts back into the family as playable characters. They may never use ambrosia. They can continue their prior career and any other money-making or household assistance. So I think if I really, really, really like, what's her name? Alani, I think. If I really, really like her, I might bring her back as a ghost. And then happy campers can place tents outside of the earned tiles, minus 50 points if living in a micro or tiny home, which we are, minus 75 points if using the slow grower handicap. Am I using that actually? Because oh, no. If you, okay, never mind. Okay, I read it wrong. Can place tents outside for 50, minus 50. If living in a micro home, minus 75. And then if using the slow grower handicapped, minus 100. I'm not using slow grower, especially since I started with 12. I don't want to get just like one, because I mean, I can get up to 30 and still be in a micro home, so. And again, and what I'm talking about is tiles. I think I've got everything that I'm doing on here now. Okay, so those added up to negative 165. So I actually am starting with, I think, minus 8 points at the start of this. So, whatever. And then these are ways to get additional points. Like I said, I'll go over it more when we get to it. But anyway, so this is how it starts. Normally you start with 24 tiles. I'm starting with 12 buildable tiles. So this is my starting area, and I can like move it around or whatever. Originally, I was planning on using my 100 baby house because it's exactly 30 tiles to stay at a micro home, and it's like the person who built it did an incredible job on it. It's so awesome. Anyway, so I added I am paying a lot of extra points to use this tent, so that I can, you know, not have to worry about beds inside of this. And in my 100 baby house, they have no problems at all using the tents. The mom does have a bed inside, just like a single bed, but everybody else uses the tents outside, and nobody has any problems like with their needs and stuff. And I mean, even toddlers, they can use the tent outside. So yeah, so it's going to be a legacy on short lifespan with mermaids, and I don't know. I hate that. I hate that with a passion. Anyway, okay, so now that you know Alani and what we're going to be doing with her, I'm going to go ahead and save. Early years before playing. Okay. And I'm calling it the save early years just because that it's the one with all of the early years sims in it. You know what I mean? Okay. I think that's all. Hopefully I can figure out how to speed up the CAS part. Otherwise, you didn't see anything until I was done.